this is a topic that I strongly feel about. So I decided to make a video about it and talk about it a little bit. You know, in society, we encourage people to come out and share their adversities, difficulties, and all that, right? But the other side of the coin is that the same society that encourages people to seek help and come out and come clean and tell them about abuse that they've endured and all that, the same society uh, tells people, oh, that they're lying, that they were a victim of something. For example, abuse, emotional abuse, for example, narcissistic abuse, for example. So it leaves me at a loss to um, why we do that and where the person should go. Then I think we blame the victims more often than not, that remain in the victim mentality, which is a natural phase that you'll go through if you have been a victim of a crime or abuse of any kind, right? But as a society, we tend to flip the script and tell that person, oh, that they are in the victim mentality for too long and they are not coming out of it and all that stuff. But do we acknowledge what they went through? Do we know the do we know the amplitude of what they went through? It's easy to project and deflect and all that, um when you haven't gone through it yourself, maybe, for example, right? That is one scenario, right? But it's screwed. It's totally screwed that on one hand society is like, yeah, you should speak your truth and all that stuff, and when someone starts speaking their truth, they start slandering them, and they start flipping the script and telling them that they're lying and they're trying to malign the other person and all that, right? So where should we go from here then? I'm at a loss myself, like, where should we go from here? I think this is the reason why a lot of victims don't come out about the abuse that they bore or the abuse that they were a victim of, uh, simply because people are screwed in certain sense. Not all of them, maybe, but a lot of them are really screwed. In one case, I can think about it like, if it's a crime or something that they were a victim of, we can leave it to the law to decide who was right or who was wrong, right? But when it's something that they didn't report to the police or anything like that, right? Um, and it's something bubbling up inside them, it's something killing them inside. What should they do? Should they share it with the world at large? Should they write about it? What should they do, And I don't have a simple answer for that, because for everyone it's a different thing. Some people remain silent, eventually write something about it. Some people make art about it, some people write poetry about it, etc., etc., or deal with it in their own way. Some people work out in the gym or run or something like that, right? I think we got to do better as a society. Other people's truths are not for us to invalidate. You don't get to decide if someone's truth is right or false, if it's true or false. It's is their situation that they dealt with, is their scenario, circumstance that they dealt with, right? And so we've got to do better. And yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, it's really screwed up. Like, that's all I gotta say. I think, like,